Hello everyone, this is Faith, and today I'll be showing you how I made this bird picture out of trash I found in my house. If your house is anything like mine, there is a surplus of junk that has no purpose and you have no emotional attachment to it. So with all your extra time, why not try to make something new with it? Here's a list of things that I used to create the bird picture. Old books, canvas, acrylic paint, scissors, Mod Podge, glue stick, and of course, some time and patience. The first thing I did was trim off some of the excess paper. I really wanted to use the text of the page for this project, and as you can see in this particular book, it has really wide margins. I used a paper cutter for some of it, but a scissors works just as well. The next thing you want to do after trimming up a few pages is to repaint that canvas. I used a black color, but your only limitation is your own imagination, and what you currently have for art supplies, of course. If you don't have a canvas lying around, you can always just use some paper and cardboard. You just have to be careful because paper gets all wrinkly when you use a lot of wet paint and glue. And pro tip, remember to set out something to cover your table surface before painting. It saves on cleanup later. Next comes this fun part. We're going to make this little bird. First, you make the body of the bird. So you gotta cut out a shape that sort of looks like a teardrop with a tail. Once you have the body cut out, you get to make the tail of the bird. So you cut out a shape that sort of looks like this, and if you want, you can add some extra effect by folding an edge over for extra depth. It should look something like this when you're done. The next part of the bird is we're going to cut out the wing. So you need to make a shape that looks sort of like this. If you want, you can even add some fringe and sort of mimic what we did with the tail. And the last thing we're going to do is make the bird's head. It sort of looks like a smoshed marshmallow. You can give it some character and add a beak and color it in with some paint. If you don't have any watercolors, you can use acrylic paint. You just have to add a little extra water to your brush. The next part is the tree. The size and the shape of the tree is really dependent on what shape your canvas or your paper is. What's important is to make sure that you add branches to the tree. But don't forget that we're going to put some leaves on, so you don't have to go too overboard with the branches. This is what mine ended up looking like. And then the next comes the leaves. For the leaves, I used that watercolor effect by mixing some acrylic paint and water so that the paint wasn't so thick and you could see the text on the book pages. Then you just have to cut out some leaf shapes, add some fringe if you want, and then you can glue them on. The last thing I did was add some Mod Podge to seal everything down. I also threw on some glitter because why not? As with anything arts and crafts related, don't be afraid to put your own spin on an art project. That's half the fun. Thanks for watching.